Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We've got a massive recap for you today, covering the full Jeopardy! Episode from Sunday, October 26th, 2025. If you're looking for all the spoilers, the big winner, and the most talked about highlights, you have come to the right place. We're going to break down every round, from the opening clues to that nail-biting final Jeopardy! It was an episode filled with surprising twists and incredible displays of knowledge, so you won't want to miss a single detail. Grab your snacks, get comfortable, and let's dive right into the action from today's game. All right, let's meet our contestants. Returning to the champions podium is our two-day winner, holding an impressive total so far. They're facing off against two new challengers, a librarian with a passion for ancient history and a software engineer who's a self-proclaimed pop culture guru. The energy in the studio was electric right from the start. Ken Jennings kicked things off, and the board was revealed. The categories for the first round included literary first lines, world capitals, AP in science, before and after, famous speeches, and a fun one. 90s TV theme songs. Our returning champion got off to a quick start, finding the first daily double early on in the World Capitals category. They decided to make it a true daily double, risking their entire earnings up to that point. It was a bold move that set the tone for the entire match. The clue was, this European capital is home to the Vasa Museum, which houses an almost fully intact 17th century ship. Our champion took a deep breath and correctly answered, "What is Stockholm?" A huge sigh of relief from them and a big round of applause from the audience. That massive wager paid off, giving them a commanding lead heading into the first commercial break. Meanwhile, our other two contestants were battling it out, trying to get their footing. The librarian showed real strength in the literary first lines category, while the software engineer was cleaning up in 90s TV theme songs, proving their expertise. The board was flying by, and the scores were climbing. At the end of the Jeopardy! Round, our champion was sitting comfortably in the lead, but the game was far from over. Now, let's move on to the double Jeopardy! Round. The stakes were higher, and the clues were definitely tougher. The new categories were Shakespearean insults, architectural wonders, medical breakthroughs, American presidents by number, mythological creatures, and let's play ball. This round is where the game can completely change, and tonight was no exception. Our librarian, who was in third place, started to make a serious comeback. They were hunting for those daily doubles and found the first one under architectural wonders. They wagered a significant amount, looking to close the gap. The clue was about the architect behind the Sydney Opera House. They correctly identified Jørn Utzon, catapulting them right back into contention and putting some serious pressure on our leader. The game was getting incredibly tight. Just a few clues later, the final daily double was uncovered by our returning champion in the American presidents category. They had a tough decision to make. With the librarian hot on their heels, they knew they needed to make a strategic wager to maintain their lead. They decided on a more conservative bet this time, perhaps remembering how quickly fortunes can change. The clue was a tricky one about a president who served non-consecutive terms. They correctly answered, "Who is Grover Cleveland?" which was enough to keep them in first place, but the lead was much slimmer than it was at the beginning of the round. The software engineer was also playing a great game, staying consistent and picking up valuable points, ensuring they would be a factor in Final Jeopardy! The buzzer sounded to end the round, and the scores were incredibly close, setting us up for a thrilling conclusion. It all comes down to this: Final Jeopardy! The scores heading into the final were tight. A fascinating clue: the contestants had 30 seconds to write down their responses. Let's see how they did. We start with our software engineer in third place. Wow, what an incredible finish. By just $1,400, our returning champion managed to hold on and secure their third victory. It was one of the most exciting Final Jeopardy! rounds we have seen in a long time. All three contestants played an amazing game, but in the end, it was the champions' strategic wagering throughout the entire match that made the difference. Huge congratulations to them on becoming a 3-day champion, and kudos to our challengers for an unforgettable performance. That nail-biting finish is what makes this game so great. You truly never know what's going to happen until that final score is revealed. What a roller coaster of an episode. And that's a wrap on our recap of the October 26th episode of Jeopardy! What did you all think of that final wager? Were you on the edge of your seat like I was? Let me know all your thoughts and reactions in the comments section below. I love reading what you guys have to say and discussing the best moments from the show. It was a truly memorable game, filled with brilliant plays and a finish that will be talked about for a while. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay up to date with all the latest Jeopardy! Recaps, highlights, and spoilers, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Thank you so much for watching with me today. It's always a pleasure, and I'll see you all in the next video.